Peace and blessings, family. Sister Ajali, when I'm recording this, it is late. I'm tired because I always try to go to sleep by like sometimes 8:30, 9 o'clock. I got nothing to prove to anybody, and I like my melatonin to circulate throughout my body and protect me uh, really, really well from radiation because it's everywhere at this point in time, especially since I've documented they're shipping Fukushima food products in that will include the fish, and they're not sending out any alerts anymore. Biden's got this dude, Sam Brinton, in charge of nuclear safety for the entire United States of America. While they're shipping radiation in from Fukushima, anything grown or caught off those waters is just going to be, it's probably already here because they stated this back in 2021, September, right? And so this dude is going to keep us safe. No, he's letting whatever's happening happen. And that reminds me of during we were born to be just locked up in our homes for no reason that's been proven anywhere on the planet. Um, and the nuclear facilities during that time, they cut back on the amount of staff that were manning these things that require massive amounts of maintenance. And so, for all we know, they could be upping the emissions from every single nuclear power plant in order to mask the signature of Chernobyl, in order to mask the signature of Fukushima, because this stuff doesn't go away. I know so many of us, and I'm like, it is what it is. Allah's going to do with your determination what he's going to do. I know a lot of us, we need the death. We need to see more than what they, say was supposed to be a global catastrophe, but only like less than 1% of the world population was affected by it in any way, shape, or form. We need to see just massive drop-offs. This is already happening. I read and collect all the unusual youthful deaths that happen, and it ain't no ritual murder. Like I said, most of us, we need the death in massive quantities. I hope you'll buy my book before then, because there's things you could do. As long as you got breath, there's life and hope for you, for us, okay? And so this South Korean professor found 16,000 imports with high levels of radiation. You don't need it to be a high level for it to be deadly. And those in charge know, they know, right? And so that's why U.S. is buying $290 million worth of anti-radiation use in a nuclear emergency. No, they've been hinting this for the longest time. So it's just going to be a pop-off. I just saw another article where Biden is like, oh, we're going to use a nuclear weapon ourselves. How ridiculous is that? You a world leader and you can't find some other remedy than to threaten and keep the fear mongering up. See, I come with solutions and cures. They come with fear mongering, okay? So that reminds me of when the orange skies happened that very few people paid attention to, but I sure did, because I saw that radiation sniffing helicopter that Trump ordered flying over Washington, D.C. Not Washington State, right? But Washington, D.C. But the fires were happening there, and they were testing the air for radiation in Washington, D.C., because this stuff doesn't stay in one place. So even though they're shipping this in our food at increased amounts, what will take out an individual person by the millions, okay? It's still going to kill anybody else who takes it in their body after that, for billions of years after that. So they're ordering this stuff, but it's not for us, right? They're getting this for their most treasured officials. What do you get? A further proof that your sister ain't lying to you. And I put in that research. I bet you. I'm just betting you. What I put in here works a heck of a lot better than them and their drugs, okay? Because I love you. They don't. So that reminds me of a brother who spoke about this infestation that I could just look out my window and I could see these lantern bugs that just were infesting everything. And he said his mother, her whole garden was destroyed by these lantern bugs. And I didn't know what the hell they were when I saw them. I said, I understood the dynamics of radiation poisoning and the biological food chain that has been disastrously interrupted. It's been interrupted in the oceans, it's been interrupted on land because the predators that would have, even though this is an invasive species that they say came from China, I'm not going to get into that aspect of it, but they supposedly arrived, like 10 years ago and they're taking over. No, 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 no. They were being eaten by something. They were being eaten by something because this year, these bugs were I never saw them, not a one. I was looking out the window. I didn't even know what the hell they were. I had to search all over the web to learn that they were lantern bugs or lantern flies. And they were reporting this infestation happening in the Northeast. That's just because all of the predatory insects that might have a resistance to radiation are proliferating because what would eat them is dying. Because the brother, good brother, I'm not mad at the brother. I'm just trying to explain this again because it needs to be explained. We don't understand. And I'm afraid that what I am warning us about is for the ears of a generation that is going to be severely weakened by us not hearing me and understanding me right now, right now. So there are these little bugs, flesh-eating bugs biting beachgoers throughout California, right? That's because what would be in the waters eating those bugs is not there anymore. It's not there. The higher up the food chain you go, the more you concentrate the radiation because you're eating what every living matter, and the plants are living too, but I'm talking about, mammalian species, or you're a meat eater. You're eating everything that they ate. So you're getting the radiation double quick time. So they're dying out. And the United States government is not seeding the waters with these teeny tiny flesh-eating bugs, right? Insects fill Hunan sky, dead and dying, piled high on the road. I mean, it was like a snowstorm out there, but it was bugs. I can't imagine having to drive down this highway and your wheels are crunching on a carpet of bugs. Nasty. So this is simply the radiation. It's killing off and destroying the natural biological cycle. Okay? There's a gigantic reason why they took down my channels, because it was a document of everything that they don't want us to know is real. It's not my opinion. It's what's on your plate. You need to buy all my books, every single one, okay? And especially this one. You can find the fully edited version of This Black Nation on Amazon. And you can get Furnace of Affliction at a vastly discounted rate at my King's website, 25,000 Year Cycle. And you can get This Black from all of those platforms and on our 25,000 Year Cycle website also at a discounted rate. Whew, we need our food tested. We need this to go public if we're going to have even a iota of a chance I know when things get tough, you don't give up. You don't say, oh, maybe we shouldn't have any more babies because it's such a difficult time. No, every single species out there, the more difficult the time, the more productive they get. Okay? All right. I love you, family. I'll see you in a couple days, and I wish you a beautiful weekend. Shabbat Shalom.